Hey, Futurecasters, I'm Doppler 10 meteorologist Ross Caruso. Given the season, I thought it would be a great opportunity to talk about when do most Atlantic storms occur. It's something that we talk about every single year, and once you understand some of the ingredients that come into play, it's going to really make sense as to why we see most of these storms, which is during the late summer and early autumn months. That's because we have some key ingredients in play: warm waters and weak vertical wind shear, specifically just little to no change in wind direction and/or speed with height. When we see calm winds and very warm waters, there's some very ripe conditions that come together, which can then allow for these storms to really flourish and develop. And also during this time of the year, we see a lot of west-moving storms, especially coming off of the equator down to the south, which was the trajectory that we saw with Hurricane Ida. And the reason why it was able to rapidly intensify so much and become a Category 4 hurricane was because it had some very warm waters and it had little to no wind shear. And again, talking about wind shear, storms, there's a lot of things that come into play. But when we see very calm winds, it just allows the storm to continue to just circulate, fuel up, and especially over warm waters, continue to grow and intensify. But when we throw in some high upper level winds, that's where things start to get out of whack, and that can actually weaken and disrupt the storms from forming. And again, a lot of times, especially when we see storms run into inland and of course make landfall, they weaken because, well, they're running into something that they don't like. Now, talking about when we typically see the storms, as I mentioned, going into late summer and early autumn. Again, that doesn't mean we can't see out-of-season storms. It's just more favorable for this time of the year given the ingredients that are present.